fate takes a turn to the north as the Hammer Down Racing Cup Series heads to Canadian Tire Motorsports Park just outside of Toronto, often nicknamed the T-Dot by locals in the area. This is HDRS Canute welcoming you to tonight's live broadcast of the Hammer Down Racing Series here on HDRS2. Normally I am joined by B. Nizzy. Not sure where he is at tonight, but by the looks of things, he is going to be missing in action, so once again, I'll be swinging solo. Taking a quick look at some track facts here. Canadian Tire Motorsports Park is actually looking at it from the map, it looks a lot bigger than it actually is. Canadian Tire Motorsports Park is a 2.459 mile road course, which is actually about 25 feet longer than the short course that the NASCAR series runs at Watkins Glen International. 2.454 miles at Watkins Glen, 2.459 here at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. Former names or that it was known by Motorsport International Raceway, or just Motorsport Park, named after a nearby town. The actual town that Canadian Tire Motorsports Park, or CTMP as it's often referred to as an acronym, it's actually in Bowmanville, Ontario, Canada. Couple quick facts. The fastest lap ever turned by a race car here at Canadian Tire was turned by an Audi R10 Le Mans racing prototype back in 2008 with a 1 minute 5.823 second lap. That's right around 138 miles an hour average speed. So that's hauling around here. Meanwhile, the Canadian Tire racetrack actually hosts the Truck Series normally. Shady Acres chiming in, they should turn Canadian Tire into a parking lot. Please excuse me while I disagree there, Shady. Canadian Tire really is a fantastic racetrack. It has a lot of history. Used to play host to the Formula One Grand Prix in years past. It also played host to World Superbike. So it has a plethora of racing history about it. Also plays host to the NASCAR Pinty Series. NASCAR Pinty Series, the Canadian version of the NASCAR Cup Series, so to speak. It has approximately 10 turns. Of course, turn 1 goes downhill and to the right a little bit, a very sweeping corner. You could almost compare it to Road Atlanta. However, it's a much smoother of a slope, and it's also going downhill. And you go uphill a little bit before you head down into turns 2 and 2A, also known as Clayton Corner. Then you swing back to the right, almost 180 degrees there for turn 3, also called Quebec Corner. Thank you, Shady, for the congrats. I did win last night's race at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park in the Xfinity Series here, so I'm very thrilled about that. Anyway, out of Quebec Corner, you head down a straightaway, and then you're going to sweep downhill and to the left into turn 4. Then it's going to climb back uphill sharply into a heavy braking zone. That's for turn 5A and 5B, also known as Moss Corner. Then it's going to sweep back to the left into turn 5C as you head down the Mario Andretti straightaway, which isn't really a straightaway, so to speak. It's kind of sweeps very similarly to Chicagoland Speedway. Turn 6 and turn 7 makes up these corners on the straightaway, and then you head into turn 8 and turn 9, also known as the S's, followed by turn 10, also known as White's Corner, as you head back to the right towards the start-finish line. As I start to get invites for the race tonight, it is going to be a 100% distance times 2 tire wear. Thank you, Shady, once again. But yeah, it's 100 times 2 tire wear, so looking at about 8 laps for fuel, maybe 9 if you're pushing it, but you probably won't be able to last that long. So 8 laps, I would say, seriously speaking. Tires can last a bit longer, and of course, with the fuel getting lighter and lighter, you will be able to turn faster laps around this road course. Just waiting for the word to go from our racing extraordinaires. Looking for a stream. I'm specifically looking for probably. Oh, there's Rev Hot Nuts. I'll tune into him. So as the starting lineup looks tonight, it's going to be Visceral Killer on pole with Dark Knight starting second. Sniper Z71 will start third with Dunlap starting in fourth. Biker will start fifth with Hot Nuts in sixth. KSJ will start seventh. Big Country or King Pile will start in eighth. And Filski will be filling in for Stag tonight. He will start in the ninth spot. And in honor and remembrance of our good buddy Travesty Son, who tragically lost his life this last week, the Cup Series will be running in 24 cars. In the number 24 car. Doesn't matter whether it's Jeff Gordon or whether it's a William Byron paint scheme. That's all that we are going to see tonight. And looks like Death Before Dishonor has joined the field. He will be starting in the 10th spot. So just waiting on the word join. I got another invite there. Checking out Shady Acres' comment to me. Job well done, man, and you didn't need me pushing you. No, I didn't. To be honest, I kind of backed into that win last night, in my opinion. Maydale and Death Before Dishonor were battling out really hard in that final stage. A little pit strategy miscue kind of had Death Before Dishonor as well as Maydale Be With You pit out of sequence. And then Dark Knight, who was running in third, actually second at the time, on the second to last lap, he wrecked coming out of the first corner, which then put me into second, and then Death Before Dishonor pitted, and that put me into the lead for the last lap. So we are getting set and ready to go. Three races to go for the Hammer Down Racing Cup Series here at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. We're going to have 2 weeks off to celebrate the Christmas and New Year's holidays. And then we will be getting right back into it with Phoenix International Raceway being first up, the last race in the round of 8, rather. Followed by the championship race at Iowa Speedway. So we'll have to get used to paint schemes as the series goes green here. As I start to load in. There we go, Visceral Killer falling back a little bit of ways there. Must have had a troublesome first corner. As I cycle around, and it is Dark Knight jumping out front in that Jeff Gordon paint scheme Exalta number 24 Chevrolet. Running in second, I believe, is Sniper. That's right, Sniper Z71. He takes a look going through 5B. A little bit of contact there coming out of the corner. Onto the Mario Andretti straight. They are side by side. Going through turn 6, a little bit more contact. Into turn 7. The sweeping double dogleg right hand. Now into turn 8. The start the S's. Back to the left we go into turn 9. Car off track further back. Now through turn 10 and onto the front straightaway to finish lap 1. Once again, 80 laps tonight here at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. Dark Knight taking a look to the outside, heading into turn 2. Little looseness for the for Sniper there coming out of turn 2A. Down into turn 3. Sniper's got the preferred line there. He's going to hang on to it. Let's check out who's in third. That's going to be Dunlap. Good run for him to start off tonight's races. It's going to be so difficult to tell who's in what car because everyone's running the same number once again. In honor of our good friend Travesty Son. Oh, back up to the front we go, side by side. Sniper's trying to hold off Dark Knight down the Mario Andretti straight. Hard on the brakes from 180 miles an hour down to about 90 miles an hour. Back to the left, a little bit of contact. As they come out of the last corner, it will be Dark Knight taking over the lead. So Dark Knight leads Sniper heading off into turn 1. And, oh, Dark Knight gets loose off of 1. That's going to allow Sniper to take advantage heading into 2, and he will clear going through 2A. Now off in the Quebec corner through turn 3. Such a fast and fun corner, in my opinion. Downhill through turn 4, now hard on the brakes, uphill to turn 5A. Oh, Sniper lost it a little bit. That allows Dark Knight to get through. Lots of passing going on here. So, one thing that we need to watch out for is guys going off there at turns 5 and 5 or 5A and 5B. The hairpin, as we like to call it here. It's very easy going through turn 4 to overdrive yourself and sort of force yourself off track. So you have to really hit your marks. It's a technical track, and I'm looking forward to seeing what these guys can do as Dark Knight starts to pull away. There's Dunlap running in the 3rd spot. As we look ahead to Sniper there in 2nd spot. Coming off a Quebec corner, looking for the next driver. Quite a ways away as Dunlap now works through turn 4. Oh, someone's off track already. Oh, who's that? Heavy damage to the front end of that machine. As we got a battle going on here. Looks like it's Biker and probably Visceral Killers in here as well. Biker had some trouble getting through the hairpin there. Here's Hot Nuts driving the Sea Glass All-Star paint scheme. I call it Sea Glass because it's the same color as the paint scheme that Byron ran at Daytona, although it's not quite the same paint layout. Let's cycle around, see who's got what damage? Filski with a lot of damage to the front end of that Hendrick Cars Chevrolet. Sieg works his way through Quebec corner. So I believe that now Filski is a lap down. Oh, there goes Visceral off track, or excuse me, Hot Nuts off track. Drove it in a little bit too deep through Quebec corner there. Death Before Dishonor, definitely going to be one to watch. Probably the favorite heading into tonight's race. Sniper as well as Dark Knight among the top three, as far as those who a lot of people feel that they have a chance to win. And I just want to say this, don't sleep on Biker. He had a good run last night in the Xfinity Series race. And I believe that if he can time things just right going through this race, he has a good shot at getting a really good finish tonight. As Dark goes head to, or excuse me, Death Before Dishonor goes head to head with Big Country, our series owner, also known as King Pile. They head through turns 2 and 2A. Death swings out wide before heading into Quebec corner, turn 3. Yeah, Visceral Killer with a lot of damage to the front end of that Liberty Chevrolet. So Dark Knight leads as we head through the S's once again. Into turn 9 and back into turn 10. It's probably about 0.6 of a second, maybe 3/4 of a second, the lead that Dark Knight has over Sniper. You'll hear me say this quite often. We are celebrating the life of our comrade Travesty Son. Since I do not have permission from his family, I shall forego explaining what happened as far as the tragic loss of life there. Such an unfortunate situation. So young too. Shady, if you're still watching, how old was Travesty? Unfortunately, I wasn't friends with him on Facebook, so I don't have access to that information. Meanwhile, Dark Knight starting to pull away from Sniper, heading back through the S's. Oh, Sniper's off track as he gathers it back up. 35 years old, the same age as me. Oh, good Lord, don't tell my wife. For some reason, I thought that Sniper, or excuse me, Travesty Son was a lot younger. As we saw Dark Knight get up on 2 wheels there. That's I don't think that's necessarily happening in the actual race itself. It's probably just a matter of a lag that we will see as we broadcast, and I'm pretty sure that that Sniper saw him go up on 2 wheels as well. Let's cycle through, see if we can find a battle here. This is the point where guys are going to start thinking about hitting the pit lane as... Oh, that's Big Country going off track. Pretty sure that is Big Country. Oh! Death Before Dishonor hitting the pit road. This could be a strategy call with the way that these stages are laid out. You pit, take repairs, and any cleared track would be a great deal for him. Okay, so thank you, Shady, or thank you, Skew Car. A heart aneurysm indeed. And yeah, it was very, very tragic. He was a great guy from racing with him, and a wonderful father and husband, and what is there to say? Just unfortunate circumstance. Having a heart aneurysm like that, I cannot imagine. Dark Knight and Sniper heading into the pits now. Yeah, I wish I could have made it to Skew Kart. I believe is OI Shoot. Had a solid run early in the Xfinity Series race last night as more cars coming into the pits. Yeah, thank you, Shady. Let us know. I'm sure that a lot of us here would be more than willing to join. Sniper still hot on the heels of Dark Knight as they head through Quebec corner, turn 3. For the future, references, I'll just refer to these corners as their corner numbers instead of calling them by the corner names. Through turns 5A, 5B, 2 tight right-hand corners, back to the left through 5C and onto the Mario Andretti straight. Let's ride on board with Sniper. Follow his line here. Looks like Sniper can get through the left-handers a little bit better than Dark Knight can, but Dark Knight just has that speed coming off the corners. It allows him to pull away. Heading through turn 2 and 2A, you see the elevation difference here. That overhead camera probably exaggerating that elevation change a little bit out of 3A. Now here's the real tricky part in my opinion. Into turn 4 is it's very easy to kick the car out sideways, even off the gas, and getting set up for turn 5 and 5 or 5A, 5B. But yeah, looks like Sniper is stronger in the back half of the track, while Dark Knight is stronger from the last corner on through till the hairpin turns 5A, 5B, and 5C. We'll leave Sniper now and check in on some guys a little bit further back. Is that? Nope, that is not Death Before Dishonor ahead of. Checking in on Big Country, King Pile, driving the Jeff Gordon Exalta Chevrolet. A tribute to Gordon's last run in the Cup Series before finally retiring in 2015. Beautiful paint scheme. I'm actually kind of surprised that no one's running the Hertz car. But there's also several paint schemes that are not represented. The Hertz car, the Visceral Killer had a little bit of an off-track excursion there, battling behind Rye, or Rev Hot Nuts, going through turns 5, 5A, or 5A, 5B, and 5C. Down the Andretti straight, heading into turn 6 as Visceral swings out wide. Had to check up there for Rev Hot Nuts. Oh, and Visceral completely overdrives it, going through the final corner. It's all right, Visceral. Just take a breath. You'll get through this, bud. Should be working our way towards the second half here, late stages of this first stage. Through turn 9, now back into turn 10 and onto the main straight. And Dark Knight still leads. I want to remind you once again, in observance of the Christmas holiday as well as New Year's, we will be off next week as well as the following week. Taking a 2-week break before heading into the cutoff race. That is Phoenix International Raceway. Yeah, you saw the gap really close in as Sniper was able to outbrake Dark Knight up ahead. But coming out of the corners, once again, Dark just seems to pull away much stronger. And it does look like Sniper is losing more and more ground a bit more steadily. And as I say that, Dark Knight screws up a little bit going through turn 9. This track being so very technical, you have to get your lines so precise. Take advantage of as much of the racetrack surface as you can in order to get the best lap here. My personal best lap is a 1 minute 14.5. While a couple guys in these lobbies in this lobby is turning, they are turning 1:13s. Just goes to show you how fast these guys are going around this racetrack. It gives these guys an average speed of about 120 miles an hour. A little bit of side-by-side action going on here. That might be Death working his way past. I don't know if that's somebody checking up for Dunlap. See if we can figure that out. Oh, that was Death getting passed by Dunlap. So does Death Before Dishonor have more damage? Let's go on board and see if we can listen in. Yeah, it does sound like Death Before Dishonor is down on power. I'm sure Death is probably thinking it's okay, it's early in the race as Dunlap gets into the wall there before entering the final corner, back onto the front stretch. Now you can take multiple different pit strategies going through this first stage. You can pit, as Death Before Dishonor got a little bit out of shape there. You can pit every 8 laps, try and maximize your fuel load to your tire wear. That's one strategy. Or you can pit as early as you can and finish the stage out with the least amount of fuel possible. This big country goes by. We check in on Visceral Killer. He had an incident earlier in the stage. Unfortunately, not able to see who's where at this time. As now Visceral Killer is entering the pits. Couple of other cars on pit road now as we cycle through green flag stops. Sniper is pitting, but Dark Knight is electing to stay out yet another lap. So far, clean and green in this 200-mile race. Braking hard, heading into turn 3. Dark Knight probably is gonna, or excuse me, quite likely is going to pit this time by. Coming out of turn 5B, working through 5C, down the Mario Andretti straight. We'll follow along with Dark Knight here. C brakes hard, heading into turn 8. Now to turn 9, he's going to swing out wide and enter the pits. 40 miles an hour is the pit road speed limit. Those that can get into the pit road fastest, just like everywhere else, will be able to maximize the time gained on cars ahead or behind. For tires and fuel, I'm sure, for Dark Knight. There goes Rev Hot Nuts exiting the pits. Let's take a look back, and yep, about the same distance between Dark Knight and Sniper. They head into turn 3, starting to wind down the laps here at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. We'll leave this for right now. Check in on some of the other guys, see how they're doing. Biker suffering some damage in this first stage. Hot Nuts having a little bit of a battle here. I believe behind him is Big Country. They head off into turns 2 and 2A. And checking out who's ahead of him as we go on board with KSJ. He goes off track. So very easy to do. He gets it gathered back up as he heads off into turn 1. Filski hanging on to it as well in the Hendrick Cars car. So a couple paint schemes that are not represented by the looks of things tonight are the Sea Glass paint scheme. Oh, is Death Before Dishonor wrecks it coming out of turn 1. Tough break for Death as he quite likely killed the front end of his Axalta Chevrolet. And he's back underway. Car behind him looks like will not be a factor, that being Big Country there as he brakes hard and oh, he gets a little bit off track. Going through the hairpin 5A and 5B. Now back down the Mario Andretti straight they go. And we will continue yet another lap. Dark Knight catching up to the back end of Visceral Killer, looking to put him a lap down. One of the other paint schemes that's missing from action tonight appear to be the Memorial Day paint scheme for the Liberty University colors. The blue and red flames of Liberty University as well, both the playoffs paint scheme as well as the normal paint scheme. And the Jimmy Johnson tribute paint scheme also not here as it appears to be. And as I mentioned, the Hertz paint scheme is missing from action tonight. Sniper falling back quite a ways now to Dark Knight. Probably about a 4.5 second gap between our leaders as they head down the Mario Andretti straightaway. Through turn 8 and turn 9 one more time. We'll check in with Dark and quite likely follow along with him for the last several laps of this stage. Again, 80 laps total in tonight's race. Dark looking to set up a pass on this black Axalta Chevrolet. A little bit of contact there as he's able to clear. I believe that is KSJ that was just lapped. KSJ did end up finishing third, I believe, last night in the Xfinity Series race. Dark Knight looking for a little bit of redemption as he leads this race, looking to get a stage win here. And hopefully the race win and lock himself into the championship 4 at Iowa. Oh, he might have overcooked it. Oh, a little bit of lag on our part by the looks of things. Definitely went in a little bit of hot in turn 3. You see a lot of guys digging up the grass by the looks of things, heading into the hairpin there as Dark Knight drove it in a little bit too deep once again, heading into the hairpin, but Sniper back there has quite a bit of traffic to deal with at this time. While Dark Knight has very clean air. Heading through turn 8. Back into turn 9 to the left. Past the pit entry into turn 10. Past the famous corner where you see, or we've seen so many last lap accidents as once again lag catching up with us once again. Remember Chase Elliott and Austin Dillon collided there, and Chase Elliott ended up getting the win. And I forget who the incident in the second race there involved off the top of my head. Down the Andretti straight once again. Into turn 8. Turn 9. And back to turn 10. To the start-finish line. And that is the stage. So Dark Knight will win stage 1 here. Sniper finishes in second. Looks like Raya's going to come home in fifth. Or excuse me, seventh. Half the field is a lap down, so looks like it is going to be Biker getting back on the lead lap. Getting the lucky dog here. Getting set for stage 2. Oh, see, there's the patriotic Liberty University colors. So I was wrong. Dark Knight leads, going through turn 2A, back towards turn 3. Through Quebec corner. I know I said that I was only going to call it by the corner numbers, but sometimes just can't help it. The name sounds as cool as Quebec corner. You gotta use it. Into the hairpin, diving in. Who's going to overdrive it? Looks like maybe Filski there. Looks like no harm, no foul. Yeah, that's Dunlap in the patriotic Liberty colors. Only one running that paint scheme. As Filski is the only one running the Hendrick Cars colors. And Reverend Hot Nuts is the only one as oh, it looks like Hot Nuts forgot to pit. Did he get slowed up enough? As he entered the pits, it did look like he went in there a little bit hot. Meanwhile, we stay under green. Death Before Dishonor hot on the heels of our leaders. Not entirely sure if he's in third or if he's a lap down. So it did look like Hot Nuts was able to get it slowed down enough. Again, pit road speed being 40 miles an hour. All you have to do is get it down to 5 miles an hour above pit road speed, and you are good to go. Death Before Dishonor able to clear Sniper heading into turn 9, back towards turn 10. And now Death Before Dishonor will give chase to Dark Knight. Oh, did Dark just wreck it? He did! That will probably hand the lead over to Death Before Dishonor. If not Death, then quite likely Sniper will have the lead. It's the only problem with running the same numbers is you can't tell who is in the lead when looking at drivers that you're trying to follow along with. We'll stay with this battle right here. It's Dark Knight feeling his car out. Looks like he didn't absorb that much damage, or didn't take that much damage in that accident or wreck coming out of turn 1 last lap. With the move to the right on Sniper heading off into turn 1. And Dark will clear out of 1 heading off into turn 2. Through turn 3, the right-hander. Hard on the gas as they power towards turn 4, turn 5, A, C, B, and C. Hard on the brakes through 5A. Easy on the gas coming out of 5B. And power down through 5C and down the Mario Andretti straightaway. Through turn 6 now. Dogleg right, turn 7 as well. And hard on the brakes right after the crash, heading into 8. Back through turn 9 to the left as Sniper swings out wide. Back to the right in turn 10. So Dark able to pull away with that mistake from Sniper there. Take a look around the racetrack as, once again, lag throwing us for a loop there. Sniper able to hang on to it, but he's a good second to a second and a half back from Dark Knight. Now, I like Dark Knight's line through turns 5A and 5B. You swing it out as wide as you can, maybe go right over the curves there in between 5A and 5B. Then get as straight a line out as you possibly can so you can have as much speed going down the Mario Andretti straightaway heading towards turn 8. And you saw the gap that Dark Knight was able to pull out over Sniper. As Dark Knight now gives chase to Death Before Dishonor. Dunlap and Bilski running together as they head through turn 1. Looking back. Can't really tell who that is. Oh, that is Biker. Oh, maybe not. lot of these guys running the black and red Exalta paint scheme of William Byron tonight. Oh, KSJ running right behind Filski here. +170 miles an hour before getting on the brakes, heading into turn 8 here from turn 5B, where you're going maybe 50. Death starting to increase his lead a little bit. Where's Sniper? Sniper lost some ground to Death and Dark Knight. Not exactly sure what happened there. There you go, Sniper. Nice and wide and straight out. All the way to turn 8. See who else we can check in on. There's getting a little battle going on here between Filski, Dunlap, as well as KSJ there. Not 100% sure this is for a position. Oh, as Dunlap puts it in the wall. Oh, I feel that, Dunlap. Been there numerous times. In fact, a couple seasons ago, in our last trip to Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. Oh, there's a caution. Not sure if that was for Dunlap or what. But, Dunlap definitely lost it coming out of turn 4 there. Or excuse me, turn 10. I'm sorry. Turn 4 being the last corner. And we have lost a couple guys. Visceral Killer being one of them. As we go back to green. Right on line, or right on board with Dunlap here. Oh, Sniper able to jump into the lead. There's a little bit of contact there between Hot Nuts and Dunlap. Coming out of 1. Easy, boys. Easy, easy. Able to make it through there. Now they work their way off the corners. Off of 5A and 5B through 5C down the Andretti straightaway. That caution probably changed a lot of things for a lot of people's strategies. As Sniper continues to lead, that is for sure Death Before Dishonor running in second up there. Big battle here for the lead. Death trying to hold off Dark Knight. So he opens up the door through 2A. Heading into turn 3, Dark Knight on the outside. And Dark Knight has the advantage, but here comes Death Before Dishonor off of 3. Into turn 4, side by side. Death has the inside line through turn 5. 5A and 5B. Oh, guys, you want to straighten yourselves out as soon as you can. Otherwise, Sniper's going to get away. Through 5C, down the Mario Andretti straight. Into the dogleg turn 6. And dogleg turn 7. Hard on the brakes as these guys continue to run side by side. Little contact. Sniper has a little mistake. That allows these guys to close right up. Dark Knight to the inside in turn 10. Little contact again. As Dark Knight loses it. He's in the wall. And that is going to bring out another caution. Tough break for Dark Knight and Big Country out of this race as well. We'd like to show our appreciation to you guys. Thank you for tuning in here to HDRS 2 as we broadcast tonight's race of the Hammer Down Racing Cup Series here at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. Dark Knight having to start near the back. As more cars now come on to the lead lap here. I believe that was KSJ getting his lap back. As we go green, Dark Knight a little loose there coming off of turn 1. Wonder if maybe Dark Knight might need to adjust his rear tire pressures. That might give him a little bit more grip coming off of the corners. A little bit of contact there as Dark Knight goes by Filski. Filski subbing in for Stag tonight. Oh, 3 wide through the hairpin. More 3 wide going through turn 5C. Looks like the big loser there will end up being Biker. Oh, excuse me, not Biker, but KSJ. Braking hard into turn 8, the first corner of the S's as Hot Nuts has to swing wide. More contact going through turn 10 now. Easy, boys, easy. Filski and Biker racing hard. Now back into turn 2 and 2A. Let's catch up to our leaders here. Death Before Dishonor continues to lead with Sniper running in second. Few car lengths back. Hard on the brakes for 5A and 5B. Oh, Sniper has a little bit of an issue coming out of turn 5B. And that allows Death Before Dishonor to pull away here on the Andretti straight. Hard on the brakes for turn 8. Once again. Into turn 9. And out of turn 10 across the line. I'm going to leave it right here so you guys don't miss a beat. I'm going to step away for a moment. Be right back. We at Hammer Down would like to wish you all a happy holidays as I am back here on HDRS 2 covering the second race in the round of 8 as Death Before Dishonor leads, checking in on the battle for second as Big Country trying to get around Sniper. A little bit of contact there in 5A and 5B. A little bit more contact coming out. Side by side down the Mario Andretti straightaway. Dark Knight seems to have the advantage. He's on the inside line. Hard on the brakes for turn 8. They both swing out a little wide. They both hang on to it. Good racing here from the Hammer Down Cup Series. Sniper trying to look a crossover. He's got to run. Nowhere to go but into the back bumper of Dark Knight. As they head back into turns 1 and 2, or turn 1. I want to remind you all once again, we are taking the next 2 weeks off after this week's action here at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. So we want to wish you happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you might celebrate. Yeah, we'll be taking this next week off to observe the holidays. Even New Year's, as Sniper has a little bit of trouble coming off of turn 5B. That's going to allow Dunlap to close in on his back bumper. He's going to give him a shove heading down the long straight. No harm, no foul. Sniper back underway as Filski goes off track, coming off turn 10. We will also be taking the week off to observe the New Year holiday. Then we will be right back at it. On Thursday, January 4th, we will be racing at Phoenix International Raceway in the Xfinity Series. The Cup Series will be back at it right here on HDRS 2 on January 5th for their cutoff race, with the Truck Series following that on Saturday night. If you'd like to join Hammer Down Racing, please search us up, like us on Facebook. Join the Facebook group. And we will be willing to try, give you guys a tryout. Our Truck Series is a slider competition. Is this stage end or is this a caution? Looks like this is stage end, so Death Before Dishonor ends up winning stage number 2. Yeah, the Truck Series is sliders, while the Xfinity Series is custom setups. We all use in-game paint schemes here. No custom paint schemes allowed. And after a full season running in either Truck or Xfinity, you will have the chance to run in the Draft Showdown to see who will get into the Cup Series rides. We have a new team captain every single year for each team. Teams being Hendrick Motorsports, Stewart Haas, Penske, and RCR. So we are back underway for the final stage. Death Before Dishonor leads Dark Knight and Sniper. Coming out of turn 3, heading through turn 4, hard on the brakes. A little bit of argy-bargy as Dark Knight was right there on the tail end of Death Before Dishonor, coming out of 5B. Trying to get a hold of Death's draft down the Mario Andretti straightaway. Hard on the brakes through turn 8. Now into turn 9, the second corner, the S's. Into turn 10, the final corner as Dark Knight almost lost it again coming off of turn 10. Back in Season 2, I think I wrecked myself coming off of that corner probably 5 or 6 times at minimum. After that, I vowed to get better, and turns out next time we, after 2 seasons of hiatus, we came back, and I took home a surprise win here at Canadian Tire last night in the Xfinity Series. Dark Knight drives it a little wide through 5A and B. And back onto the Mario Andretti straight they go. Death pulls away once again. And back into turn 8 they go. Filski hanging in there. Looking strong in that Hendrick Carr Chevrolet. Sniper trying to keep up with Dark Knight. Looking fairly even here. I believe that these front 3 here are the class of the field. Filski showing that he has improved his road racing experience here. However, as I say that, he goes right off track through turn 4. Again, turn 4 being one of those corners that is just so hard to get if you're not careful. Is that Biker and Rev Hot Nuts racing side by side? Or is that KSJ? I believe that is KSJ. As now Filski looks like he suffered a little bit of damage there. Yeah, Filski with a little bit of damage already in this stage. He's trying to fend off a run from Biker to go through turn 1. Looking back from Filski in the blue car towards Biker in the black and red car. Hard into turn 3. Another battle as Rev Hot Nuts and KSJ go at it. Oh! As I watched the replay, it looks like a little bit of contact there between Dunlap and Filski. Not exactly sure what happened there, as I was facing the wrong way, clearly. Oh, these guys sort themselves out. Let's make our way back up to the front of the field. Oh, Sniper spins it through turn 9. Oh, careful, guys, careful. As now Sniper has to play catch up. Not what he wanted here going through the final stage. think we'll hang on to Sniper here for a moment. See how well he does racing with these guys back here, how quickly he can dispatch them and try to chase down leaders who are just now going through turn 5C and onto the Mario Andretti straight. And Sniper is side by side with Biker, I believe. Nope, he's clear. Down the Andretti straight they go. Hard on the brakes once again for turn 8. Was that a car heading into the pits? No, that's Dunlap and Filski both making errors there going through turns 9 and 10. Dunlap trying to hold on to the I believe this is the third position now? This is third. As Death Before Dishonor and Dark Knight continue to pull away. Looking back, Sniper making another error going through turn 5. This essentially being a Sniper with home field advantage, as he lives the closest to this track out of all of us. Filski maybe cutting through the grass there a little bit in turn 8, now through turn 9. Dunlap cutting through turn 10. So far so clean though, as now Filski looking to taking a peek on the inside of Dunlap, heading through 1, down into turn 2 now. Good racing between these guys. In the battle for 3rd and 4th, Sniper back there in 5th, trying to hold off Biker back there in 6th. No, sorry, that was KSJ in 6th. I believe this is Biker running in the A spot. Up ahead is Reverend Hot Nuts. Now back onto the Mario Andretti straightaway they go. Whoa! Couple guys had a little bit of an issue. Oh, Death Before Dishonor legged out. Oh, tough break for Death. Heartbreak 2 races in a row this weekend. Oh, somebody else has left the race. Sniper. He let the race get to him. Tough break. So I believe this will now leave 6 cars on track, which will put, let's see if I can get this right here. Whoa! Filski with a little bit of an issue coming off of turn 5B. I believe that puts KSJ up in a second. KSJ in second, Dunlap in third, Filski in fourth. What an interesting turn of events this track has played out in the Hammer Down Racing. Oh! Another issue there as Dunlap trying to get into the pits. Where's Dunlap? Yep, trying to get into the pits. He just kind of screwed it up a little bit. Reverend Hotnuts pitting as well as Biker. 40 miles an hour. Really, really tight pit lane here. As KSJ running in second. Let's check on Dark Knight, as he is now all by his lonesome. Such a tough break for both Sniper and Death Before Dishonor. Dark Knight now entering the pits, gets himself slowed down. Here you go, Dark Knight, no mistakes. Just keep your car on the track, keep yourself from getting any penalties getting into pit road. And the race will be in the palm of your hands. So it's essentially Dark Knight's race to lose at this point in the race. 4 tires and fuel as KSJ comes into the pits as well. And Dark Knight accelerating out of the pits. You know, this pit exit is a lot more treacherous than you would think. You can accelerate out of that pit exit area. I meant pit exit, not pit entrance, but the pit exit is a lot more treacherous than you would think, with it being seemingly wide. But if you're not careful, you go too fast coming out of that pit road, you can put yourself right in the wall there. That separates the racetrack from the pit exit line. Off of 5C down the Mario Andretti straightaway one more time. Heading towards turn 8. Over the crest, hard on the brakes. Into turn 9 now, back into turn 10. And Dark Knight will pull away for yet another lap. So at this time, we are showing Reverend Hotnuts in 3rd place. With this race being essentially a war of attrition here in the Hammer Down Racing Cup Series. I believe that would put KSJ up in 2nd spot. Yep, as he works out of 3, heading towards turn 4. Jeez, that slight lag gets me every time. Through turn 5 and heading down the Mario Andretti straight. Did we lose Filski now too? Oh my goodness, I think we have lost Filski. And I believe me cycle the cameras here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe that leaves 5 cars on track, with Dark Knight leading. That should put KSJ in 2nd, Reverend Hotnuts in 3rd, Biker in 4th, and Dunlap back into 5th. So we will have to wait and see what happens here. I believe we'll see lap time slow down a little bit here from our leader, Dark Knight. As all that he needs to worry about is keeping his car on track. And again, as I mentioned earlier, not letting himself getting any penalties getting into the pits. Dark Knight running all by himself. No one in sight ahead, no one to the back of him. No one behind, and just clear sailing, seems like, for Dark Knight. Normally driving the number 8 machine here in the Hammered Down Racing Cup Series. Taking a look at the points heading into tonight's race. May Dale be with you has locked himself in. Death Before Dishonor coming in was 15 points ahead of the cutoff line. Dark Knight was in by 8. Or excuse me, Dark Knight was in 3rd. Dunlap was right on the cut line, 8 points ahead of KSJ. Visceral Killer lagged out. He was in 6th, 10 points behind Dunlap. And Visceral was 2 points behind KSJ. Vilsky filling in for Stag was 15 points behind Dunlap, with Biker being 17 points behind. So tough break for all these guys tonight. Believe that being Biker right there coming off of turn 5B behind Dunlap. Looks like Biker is indeed struggling a little bit here in that black and red Exalta Chevrolet, leaving 2 of the black and red Exalta cars left in this race. The other one being KSJ. Speaking of, let's check up on him, our 2nd place driver. Pretty sure he didn't think he'd be in this position. Finished 3rd last night in the Xfinity Series. Now running in second place behind Dark Knight after both Death Before Dishonor and Sniper Z71 lagged out. Another guy who I'm pretty sure didn't think he would be where he's at would be Reverend Hot Nuts. And the All-Star Sea Glass paint scheme as Hot Nuts got a little off track there. Man. Just watching his stream just now, he had his left side tires right on that white line. So a little bit of lag will throw things off a little bit here. At a little bit of ping between us and him. But yes, KSJ running in second. Reverend Hot Nuts running in third as pit stops are commencing once again. That's Biker in the pits, I believe. Yes, indeed, Biker's in the pits. 4 tires, fuel, maybe a little bit of damage repair. As Dark Knight goes by to put him a lap down. And Biker is back out on track. KSJ overdrove it maybe a little bit going through turn 9. But he's keeping it on track. These guys far enough apart where you don't have to worry about pushing too hard. But don't forget, this is still a race after all. KSJ are running in second. Reverend Hot Nuts in third. Dark Knight, you're a leader. We'll watch for him to make his pit stop now. In this 80-lap, 200-miler event. Hot Nuts in the pits. And looks like Dark Knight is going to go around one more time before he makes his pit stop. And here comes Dunlap coming out of the pits as well. Oh, Dunlap in the wall coming out of the pits. May or may not have gotten in the wall, that is. Through turn 3. Dark Knight sliding it through the grass there. And so I'm sure for him it was a very different story. Out of 5B, 5C, and down the Andretti straightaway one more time, heading towards turn 6. The dog leg to the right. Turn 7, the second dog leg to the right. Over the crest under the pedestrian bridge, hard braking into turn 8. Again, these guys not battling for position. As Dark Knight enters the pits. Oh, Hot Nuts having to make yet another pit stop. So Hot Nuts and Dark Knight pitting. Dunlap cruises right on by. Biker able to get his lap back. KSJ still running in second. Quite a ways behind Dark Knight. KSJ now coming down the Mario Andretti straightaway. As Dark Knight coming out of the pits. Well over a mile behind is KSJ to Dark Knight. Again, we'd like to thank you all for tuning in tonight to this broadcast of the Hammer Down Racing Series here on HDRS 2. We'd like to wish you all a happy holidays. As we race tonight in remembrance of our friend Travesty Son. Drove the 24 car here in the Cup Series, the number 7 in the Xfinity Series. And he drove the 24 in the Truck Series as well, before he tragically lost his life due to a freak heart aneurysm. At 35 years of age. Dark Knight taking it easy here, maybe? Not hearing the same tones coming out of his car as what I'm used to hearing, but can promise you this is not the end of the race. Still a fair ways off. I believe there's one more round of pit stops to go before this race is over. But we are getting close. So, quick rundown. Dark Knight leads. Believe Dunlap is running in the 4th position. Biker running in 3rd. And running in 2nd, there's 5th place Reverend Hot Nuts. Running in 2nd is KSJ. It's pretty much a guarantee that all these guys will leave here with a top 5 finish. A lot of these guys, I'm sure, didn't think that they would have gotten a top 5 here at this racetrack. Unfortunately, on the same lap, 2 of the drivers that were thought of to be the most likely to win this race, Death Before Dishonor and Sniper Z71, both lagging out. Oh, it's Dark Knight. Is this off of turn 1? Yes, once again. Oh, Dark. Back racing here at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. As Dark Knight continues to lead, trying to manage his way through traffic here. Once again, KSJ running in second, Dunlap in third, Biker in fourth, and Hot Nuts in fifth. Oh, take that back, make that Hot Nuts in fourth and Biker in fifth. That's just up ahead of Dark Knight here. Dark Knight just trying to tiptoe. Know that he's got plenty of space between him and KSJ. Even after that incident there coming out of turn one. I missed the gap, or the lap count to see how many laps were left. So we will catch it next time by here. I'm following along with Dark Knight stream now. Off of turn 5B one more time down the Mario Andretti straightaway.
Wait till Christmas, it's $10.
Hard on the brakes through turn 8. Into turn 9 one more time. Watching Dark's live stream to see how many laps are left. Oh, that was it. So Dark Knight able to come away with the win here with a 2.5 second lead over KSJ. So Dark Knight bringing home the win. KSJ in second. Checking in on third place, that would be Dunlap.
Send me my Asmodeus.
Dunlap! Off of turn 10, he'll
I'm
take the last step in the podium.
Okay. He's gonna find it funny.
What a good finish between these guys here. Good race. As we will back out here, I will go ahead and send a message on PlayStation letting these guys, or letting who know who needs to join the booth here tonight. So after a surprising turn of events, Dark Knight comes home the winner, as I mentioned before. With KSJ in second and Dunlap in third. As we wait on these guys. Death Before Dishonor, a.k.a. Kevin Hankins.
His name is Kevin?
Yes, his name is Kevin. Congratulating Dark on the win.
That's why he's got
Death, we apologize for your unfortunate lag out. We thought you were going to be the one to win tonight. But Lots of luck heading into Phoenix in 3 weeks, sir, and we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, of course.
I miss Phil.
Let me see if I need to send invites to either Dark, KSJ, or... Dark Knight, you kind of surprised everyone there. You had a fast car all night. Congratulations on the win there, sir.
Thank you.
Why is that a surprise? He
But with Sniper and Death Before Dishonor falling out there, that just unfortunately that didn't leave a whole lot of competition for you, sir.
What are you trying to do with your butt, Mimi?
I'll actually drive with the clutch and the shifter on road courses, but let me tell you, it's a workout and it's rough. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have any experience with the clutch on road courses.
If you hit the wrong gear, you go. You know. Last night I had different shoes on, and you know I hit the brake and gas at the same time. And I ended up putting myself in the wall.
Blame it on the shoes.
Yeah, well, I changed shoes now, but I come out that one time, right after you cross finish line there,
Yep,
that
turn one.
certain spot kept getting me. And just luckily enough, I had a good enough lead on those guys that, you know, I could get going, and I had radiator damage, motor damage, both of them was yellow, but it didn't run hot, so I could run those last 5 laps and stay ahead. So it worked out, but about screwed myself.
Well, luckily for you, you had a fast enough car and a big enough lead that you were able to stay out in front of KSJ there. So once again,
man.
Congratulations and very Merry Christmas to you, sir. And welcome to the championship floor.
Yeah, locked in. And hey, man, shout out to Dale. Wish Dale was here tonight, but prayers out to Dale, man.
Yes, sir.
Unfortunate events. I know he would have had a good car too.
So checking in with a guy that I'm sure didn't think he would have been here in the booth tonight, Dunlap. Welcome to the booth.
Good for him.
Thank you. No, it's over with.
Yeah, you say that you always struggle with road courses, but you were able to outlast quite a few people out there tonight.
I suck at road courses.
That's because I was a competition faded out.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
good third, buddy.
Thank you. I
so with
needed that.
a good solid third place finish here tonight, I wouldn't. What is your strategy heading into Phoenix next week? Or after New Year's.
So I go win things.
You think you got the car for it, sir?
I don't know. But get 2 good drivers in here. 2 drivers in here good, so not hoping for a top 5 like I did tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So think I ain't no road course.
Taking cars.
All right.
But
Well,
I did tell my fastest time.
Hey,
good,
notice one thing,
good
Dunlap.
job for you.
I got to pick that track.
Oh,
What, what does that tell you?
I think you set up, dog.
Oh boy. Well, congratulations on a very, very well deserved third place finish there, Dunlap.
Thank you. Thank you.
And joining us in the booth as well, our second place finisher, KSJ. This puts you as an average finish of 2.5 on the weekend so far?
Yes, it does.
So tell us about your race. After Sniper and Death lagged out, you found yourself in a bit of the catbird seat there.
Yeah, I was just staying consistent. I knew Dark and Death and Sniper were probably better than me and Dunlap. Me and Dunlap, we were really going to race out fourth there, and then when those guys faded back, I just thought, well, stay consistent. I've seen Dark mess up a few times. I was hoping that was going to happen again tonight and find myself in your spot from last night.
Well, you were almost there.
Hey, it was almost a repeat on last lap again. Y'all notice that?
Yeah. So 3.5 seconds between you and Dark Knight there at the end. What was your strategy heading into this race tonight?
I just stay consistent, try not to make any mistakes, and try to keep my car damage-free. Tried to stay off of everybody, put in a lot of practice, and I actually had him down to a second and a half in that last turn. I tried to just hammer it away and hope it would hold, and it slung out from me.
So what do you think your chances are heading into Phoenix after the new year?
It's not one of my best tracks, but I promise you I'm going to put in some laps and hopefully be able to compete with those guys for the win.
All right. Well, once again, a long race come to an end. Dark Knight locking himself into the championship 4. We wish you all here from Hammer Down Racing Series a very, very Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year and whatever other holiday you might celebrate this holiday season. From us to you, we will see you in 3 weeks' time as we head towards Phoenix International Raceway for the cutoff race before the Championship 4. For Dunlap, Death Before Dishonor, KSJ, Dark Knight, and everyone else here at Hammer Down Racing, have a good night. Merry Christmas.
Oh, humbug.